Stanley, you actually, listen, you're always a compelling political commentator. You went viral this week in an interview clip in which you said that limiting the amount people fly or having a sort of an allowance of air miles was the plan. Care to elaborate on that?
Well, it's absolutely clear to me. Here you have a sense, taking the conclusions of COP, that we're way beyond trying to get to the 1.5. The odds are getting 1.5 would be a fantastic achievement. There's no doubt about it that in the end, the nations of the world, the sectors of the world, will have to say, look, we've got to have plans in energy, in transport, in agriculture, in food, in consumerism. And how are those plans going to be divvied up in the end? They're going to be divvied up because by agreement we say, yes, we do have emission reductions, which we're all going to stick to. And if that means, you took the example I gave it, of flying, if that means that actually we have to somehow, as a country, say, look, here we have the global aviation, and we know that's producing, I think, is it 3% of total emissions now? We need to get that down. Then the countries between themselves are going to have to say, look, actually, we're all going to have to take the hit in this one. And how do you spill that down? You spill it down somehow. Now, how you actually ration it out is another matter. I mean, in the end, you certainly don't want people flying in individual private jets, you know.
But might we all have a carbon allowance in which if we've heated the house too many days of the year, we've driven our car too much, we can't fly away on holiday?
It could well be. I mean, there is a thought that there
do we want to live in that kind of world? And who decides how much we get?
Well, if you want to have a world to live in, that's the route you may well have to do. You see what I mean? This is what we're trading off.
But the elite will still get their holidays and their flights, won't they, and their second homes?
They may or may not, but you might still have a world to live in. And at the moment, there is no doubt about it that some serious measures have to be taken in lots of these. Now, the good news, and you mentioned this also in your introduction, Mark, the good news is there's some dramatically good things which can happen, which is the changes in energy strategy, because those are not only going to give environmental benefits, but huge economic benefits as well.
Massively, and Britain leads the world in green tech, a great potential employer, and we're very good at innovation. And, of course, we're ahead of the pack in renewables already, aren't we?
Well, that's the point.
Yeah, so lots of positives.